Hey friends, it's day 27 of Proverb of the Day. This is Melody Self. I'm a health and wellness life coach, and I am doing this challenge of being consistent and reading a proverb of the day. If you haven't followed along with me, then you can look back and you can catch the replays. And we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to read the Word of God, Proverb 27. Don't brag about tomorrow since you don't know what the day will bring. Let someone else praise you, not your own mouth. A stranger, not your own lips. A stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but the resentment caused by a fool is even heavier. Anger is cruel and wrath is like a flood, but jealousy is even more dangerous. An open rebuke is better than hidden love. Wounds from a sincere friend are better than many kisses from an enemy. A person who is full refuses honey, but even bitter food tastes sweet to the hungry. Oh my goodness, I heard this the pastor say that, or well, I heard it at church that the best the best hunger no the best tasting food is hunger. That's how it went. This verse reminds me of that. A person who is full refuses honey, but even bitter food tastes sweet to the hungry. A person who strays from home is like a bird that strays from its nest. The heartfelt counsel of a friend is as sweet as perfume and incense. Never abandon a friend, either yours or your father's. When disaster strikes, you won't have to ask your brother for assistance. It is better to go to a neighbor than to a brother who lives far away. Be wise, my child, and make your heart glad. Then I will be able to answer my critics. A prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. Get security from someone who guarantees a stranger's debt. Get a deposit if he does it for foreigners. A loud and cheerful greeting early in the morning will be taken as a curse. Have you ever done that? If you're a parent, if you're waking up your kids like that and they're like, Mom, stop. Yeah, they think it's a curse. Verse 15, a quarrelsome wife is as annoying as constant dripping on a rainy day. It just rained this week, and we just had that constant sound of the rain. So that's a really good visual. Verse 16, stopping her complaints is like trying to stop the wind or trying to hold something with greased hands. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. That is one of my favorite things to say. Verse 17. As workers who tend a fig tree are allowed to eat the fruit, so workers who protect their employer's interests will be rewarded. As a face is reflected in water, so the heart reflects the real person. Just as death and destruction are never satisfied, so human desire is never satisfied. Fire tests the purity of silver and gold, but a person is tested by being praised. I'm going to look at the, this has a little star beside it. Oh, it says flattery. So it says a person, so another translation might say, fire tests the purity of silver and gold, but a person is tested by being flattered, or by flattery, instead of by being praised, by flattery. Verse 22, you cannot separate fools from their foolishness, even though you grind them like grain with mortar and pestle. Know the state of your flocks, and put your heart into caring for your herds. For riches don't last forever, and the crown might not be passed to the next generation. After the hay is harvested and the new crop appears, and the mountain grasses are gathered in, your sheep will provide wool for clothing, and your goats will provide the price of a field. And you will have enough goat's milk for yourself, your family, and your servant girls. That concludes chapter 27, and it's really cool that chapter 27 of Proverbs has 27 verses. If you have been taking the challenge with me, then I would love to know, and let me know if you are following along, if you're watching, if you have been impacted by reading the proverb of the day and what it means to you. I think I may do a separate live on verse 17, as iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. I quote this verse often and frequently, and I feel like it has a lot of meaning. And so I'm just going to do a separate live on that. If you'd love to watch that, then you can catch me doing just sharing my thoughts around that verse. And you can catch me in several places. I'm going on the YouTube. I have a private group. I have my Facebook page. So I look forward to connecting with you, and I want to help you become your best healthy selves.